On today's episode of World of Micah, we are heading to Islands of Adventure to take a closer look at the Lost Continent. A lot has changed, a lot is closed, and we're going to see what it used to look like and kind of dive into some history. It's going to be a lot of fun. Now, and you can see the morning crowds piling in for Universal. Walking through Port of Entry right now. Pretty cool backstory of this area. It's like everything all the adventurers would collect, and they brought it here. You can spend a lot of time looking around at all the details in here. I always like to come down here because they used to have boats that would take you from one side of the park to the other. I'm gonna insert a photo so you can see the boat I'm talking about. And the dock that was over at Jurassic Park, I believe, has been removed since they have added Velocicoaster. But over here at the front entrance of the park, the dock that was here is still here. Yeah, there's not much left. Looks like they're kind of getting rid of it. But there used to be a dock right over there to the right of the Hogwarts Castle. And there was a special back in 1999 when this place first opened, and they had a John Hammond character out there. Welcome you to Jurassic Park. I would have died as a kid if I saw that. Yeah, this was the old entrance. They've got it blocked off. You walk down here and go down to the boat dock. There's a submarine over here. This is so cool. Look at this. Islands of Adventure. Oh my gosh, I can hear them talking in the submarine. Listen. They're having a full-blown conversation. And you can control everything right here. What do you think?
I've never noticed this. I mean, I've been coming to this park for a decade and more, and I've never noticed this sitting here.
Yeah, it's cool.
Very cool.
Some of the controls have seen better days, but you know. Isn't that cool? Right next to Sneech Beach. Just looking at this map from early 1999 and the Lost Continent. I'll just insert it into the screen so you guys can see exactly what I'm talking about. This is a sneak preview map they had. And Dueling Dragons was open, but Poseidon's Fury, Escape from the Lost City, and the 8th Voyage of Sinbad weren't officially open yet. And you also didn't have the Flying Unicorn, which was the coaster that now is the Flight of the Hippogriff in the Wizarding World. But we are heading officially into the Lost Continent now. Now, there used to be 2 of these to welcome you into both sides of the Lost Continent, and this is the Lone Ranger now, whatever mythical creature you want to call this. And the flame is currently out, but there is the official logo of the Lost Continent right there. Who knows how long this area is really going to be here, because all the attractions are gone in this area. The only thing you have is Mythos, which is a very popular, very, very popular restaurant here. And speaking of Mythos, if you walk to the left, right over here, there's a little path that will take you to the bridge. Now follow this path right down here, and there's a bridge to the right. And if you cross this bridge and listen very, very, very carefully, you might be able to hear the troll under the bridge. Supposedly there's a troll that lives under this bridge. Let's see if we can hear him. Oh yeah, I hear it. You can hear it. Well, put the camera down here so you guys can listen. Do you hear the troll? It's pretty cool, right? In the backside of Mythos is probably one of the coolest rock work pieces on property. Look at this. Dude's arms are probably killing him from holding that since 1999. And you get awesome views of both Velocicoaster and the Hulk. Now we're gonna do the only thing that's still open, but it's closing very soon. Poseidon's Fury. Poseidon's Fury. Escape from the Lost City. This will all be going away. Now the more you look around in this queue, you can see the feet of Poseidon. That's how big the statue used to be here. There's little pieces all around. If you look right over there, there's the arm.
The right queue.
And the trident. Let's head into the Lost City. This queue is amazing. It could be a total movie set. Just kind of taking this in. You don't understand the size of this until you're actually here in the front. I mean, this is like larger than a movie set. It's massive. It's absolutely massive. We got quite a line out here. Last time I'll be walking through this attraction. It's pretty cool. It's a pretty cool place. I did like this show. It was a show. I mean, it was a walkthrough show. It was definitely different than any other thing that was going on in the theme park world for a while. My shirt's glowing in the dark. All right, we're finally moving. Seeing some artifacts here from the Global Discovery Group. We're almost in.
We didn't have any electricity. All these lights have not been on. No radio signal. We just, sir, Professor Baxter? Yes. Okay. But you're here. You're here for the tour. All right. Like I said, I'm an assistant. I am not the tour guide. For those of you just joining, hi, I'm Taylor. I'm the guy standing up here, so awkwardly drowning. Hey guys! Just because a big door opens, it does not mean we go through it. This is terrible peer pressure. You know what? Just go. I'll follow you. Folks, I gotta be honest with you though. I play a lot of Uncharted. This is a really bad idea, okay? Like, I am not Nathan Drake. I don't look a thing like Tom Holland. He's so much taller than me. Oh, there's jewels, there's gold coins, pottery, statues, dead people. Oh, this is a tomb. We found ourselves in a tomb, and I'll tell you how you know. The dead people, but that's okay. This is how they would bury their dead, right? With treasures of worldly possessions that they can take to the afterlife. You guys have read that, right? You've heard that somewhere. It's actually 2 times tomb in the world, folks. It's 2 times. The first one, of course, is where people are ritualistically laid to rest in a ceremonial type fashion, yeah? And the second is where people are just killed violently and left there. Right back home, okay? Come on.
Who calls upon the goddess, guardian of the temple?
Me, Taylor, Global Discovery Group, what are you?
You hold Poseidon's trident in your hand. Are you brave enough to make the passage?
You know what? Yes. What do you guys say? Are we all brave enough?
Press now the power of Poseidon. Lord of the seas, I ask for your care. Safe passage grant for those who dare.
That's amazing. Look at that.
Open up your oceans, swing wide the door, let the waters rush on the
you. Give me that trinket.
Over my dead body.
With pleasure.
What? Oh. Zach, you gotta help us. Come on.
Poseidon can't help you now.
What? Okay. I gotta move. I gotta get going.
Surrender.
Never.
Trinket, give it to me.
I would rather die.
Then
What?
die.
I don't think so. Yes.
Stop.
What?
Me that trinket.
No way. Yes.
No.
We did it.
I have returned, Darkanon. Now you will pay for your murderous ways, Poseidon. I will destroy you. I will destroy all, beginning with your precious mortals. Your power is no match for mine. Your time is over. Impossible. No, Darkanon. This is your fate. You cannot ever take my last death. And the only way it goes is farewell, Dark One. It is done. You must go, quickly! I grant a safe return to your world. Farewell! You are under the protection of Lord Poseidon. Now go!
See you later, Poseidon. This was a lot of fun. Well, that was a lot of fun. I'm glad we got to do it one last time before it bites the dust. You know, honestly, it holds up. It needs a little TLC on the video work, but I mean, honestly, this is state of the art for 1999, and it still kind of holds up to this day. I'll miss it for sure, but I'm excited to see what's gonna happen to the lost continent. Continuing the journey through the lost continent here. Got fire eaters. Had some buffalo wings and some gyros from this place before. And straight ahead, there's delicious kebabs, which is funny because in the old show over here, The Eighth Voyage of Sinbad, there was a character named Kebab. So after the show, you could get a kebab from Kebabs. This whole area used to be taken over by Merlin, though. Merlin had a lot to do with this area, like mythical creatures, but there was a Merlin area, which is straight ahead over here where Hogs Meat is. And this is the old entrance to the Eighth Voyage of Sinbad right here. Oh, little Mystic Mountain. I'm good.
Not a ghost yet, so that's right.
Yeah, I'm not a ghost yet either. Future ghost. Good seeing you, Fountain.
Always nice to see you. It's always nice to be seen, you know.
That's right.
Yeah, I don't get around much, you know. Contrary to popular belief, I don't have a lot of mobility, so it's always nice when travelers come and say hello to me.
Yeah, that's right. I knew you were going to be over here. See ya.
Enjoy your day.
You too. And that's what Kebab used to look like, the character in the show. That's pretty funny. So the Lost Continent would turn into what was known as Merlinwood. This was a whole area dedicated to Merlin. Now it is dedicated to Harry Potter. A lot busier than I believe it was when this was Merlinwood. Straight ahead, we're gonna go go visit the former home of the Enchanted Oak Tavern and also the Dueling Dragon entrance. Man, it is slammed through here. And straight ahead is 3 broomsticks, but at one point this was the Enchanted Oak Tavern. You can see the giant tree stump in the photograph. It was an old restaurant here. Basically just destroyed everything and rebuilt it for Hogs Meat. It's pretty popular over here. And right here is Hagrid's Magical Creatures Motorbike Adventure. Say that 6 times fast. This used to be Dueling Dragons. You can see the entrance to the blue and the red dragon. I never saw this version. They did change it later on when this area transformed into the Wizarding World, and they called this the Dragon Challenge. And you can see the entrance in this photograph with the flags and everything. Kind of has a similar vibe nowadays. Hagrid's definitely is a very, very popular attraction, but a lot of people will argue that they miss the original Dragon Challenge when you used to actually race each other and see who would win. It's hard to imagine a time without Hogwarts being here in the Wizarding World of Harry Potter, but believe it or not, nothing used to be over here. It was seriously just this one coaster over here. This is the entrance to Flight of the Hippogriff. You can see the old entrance in the photograph and how it looked. Not a whole lot has changed on this attraction. The one thing that has changed is obviously the theming and the ride vehicle itself. Now you're on the back of a hippogriff, not a flying unicorn. As you can see the vehicle right there. There it goes. But yeah, you used to fly on a unicorn. And they redid this. It was a little colorful here. The you know, flying on a unicorn as it should be. Let's see if we can get this coaster going by. It's gonna be quick right here. The bottom of the coaster used to have different color wheels as well. Same wheels, they just kind of removed the color on them. But this was the only attraction over here. Hard to believe, right? No Hogwarts? Now it's no longer a unicorn, it's a hippogriff, but those wheels kind of look the same as they did in the photograph. Pretty cool. This is a fun ride, by the way. And I was talking earlier about how one of those docks used to be over here for Jurassic Park, and it sat right down here to the right. You could actually see it back in the day if you went behind 3 broomsticks, but it's no longer here. Also, if you were to cross this bridge back in the day, this would not be here as well. I think it was just a bunch of plants, trees, leading you into the next land. That's right, Jurassic Park. What do they got in there? King Kong. There's a lot of people here today. It must be coupon day. This never gets old. The Jeep, it's awesome. I love this area. Look at this little John Hammond. We have a T-Rex. What's that, John? We have a T-Rex. Where is it? Right there. You sure do. You have a lot of T-Rex. I told you, we have a T-Rex. Well, I'm glad we got what we got done because it's starting to rain even though the sun's out. It's gonna be a rainy mess today. A lot of clouds, especially over in the Jurassic Park area. But we came, we saw, we took care of business here today at Islands of Adventure, looking at the Lost Continent, a little bit of history, and even venturing over into the former Merlinwood. Islands of Adventure is a really cool park, always been based around literature, and we'll have to see exactly what happens to that area. But like I said, our adventure for today has come to an end, which means it's time to say goodbye, and I will see you guys on the next adventure. Until then, stay weird. Goodbye.